Yeah, it starts on the 5th, goes to the 12th. It's only a week long for obvious reasons. It's
What are the obvious reasons?
it's tiny as fuck.
Okay.
Its Rites of Sanctuary and Visions of Eternity are back for forever. So,
That's the altar and the.
and the last theme,
I'm gonna tune into the
What was
stream.
the last theme?
Visions of Enmity.
Oh, the enmity.
Yeah, they're back permanently because they were so
Did that-
popular.
Were they?
No, but whatever. They were going core
Okay.
anyway.
I'm gonna tune in the stream.
All right.
Tell me if there's they changed the altar acquisition.
They have.
Okay.
This is the next part right here.
Back by
Okay.
popular demand. The altar.
Yeah, the altar and visions are back and have become permanent fixtures. So there's no new theme this season, it seems. It is just literally 29 again with 28. Very original.
Well, no, the new
Oh,
theme is
God.
Paragon is back, boys.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
28 with 29, yes.
Okay, so
And
this
here's
is the
what-
real season of enmity.
So,
That should have been last
yeah.
season.
yes, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, season 29 was all a fucking dream. And
Yeah.
it was a nightmare, actually.
It was an enmity, actually.
Yeah, so they have decreased they have nerfed, they adjusted the altar, but they've just nerfed it. So
Across the board.
So the force, it now gives you, so instead of 200 flat damage, it's only 100. Shadow, it decreases missile damage reduction from 25 to 5. This one decreases your movement speed uncapped from 10%, plus 10% uncapped from 25. Command, increased damage to elites has been reduced from 15 to 5. This should be worded the other way, whatever.
So
Tenacity increases damage has been nerfed from 5 to 20. So instead of 20%
no,
DR's 5
from 20. He's too drunk.
I'm not. I'm saying that they should have worded this the other way. It has been nerfed from being 20% to 5, is what I said.
Well, no, you said 220, but
It's been nerfed from
the
20.
2 is to 5.
Yeah, I knew that. Yes, it's been from 20 to 5. Then we have the elite damage taken has been also reduced from 25 to 5, which is, I mean, I guess they're nerfing these a lot.
Yeah. For what reason?
I don't know. To obtain balance, time slaying demons remains balanced. As balanced with what?
But like,
I don't know.
so it's just like
They just wanted less to give you
I
less
guess we
power.
have to figure out the acquisition. Like, if we have these things automatically, I guess it doesn't.
It doesn't matter. They should have stayed the same number.
Matter.
These numbers were all fine. These basically make these not worth even worrying about picking up. If they have an acquisition now, it's almost worth it to not go get them.
I mean, it still is. It just feels
Not worth it.
dumb. This is damage done to bosses. 5 from 50.
I haven't got that far yet. So melee reduction has been decreased from 5 or from 25 to 5. That's a fucking massive jump as well. Same for the other one. We've got the highest level of damage bonus has been, I guess that's the smallest nerf so far. So prowess, elite damage, yeah. Increased damage against elites has been nerfed by 15% there. So the damage to bosses has been, damage to bosses increased from 5 to 5 from 20. Oh yeah, they mislabeled this. Yeah, it's because they're wording this weird, dude. They're wording this the wrong way. It should be said in the inverse.
Their formatting is not consistent.
Yeah, it's changed literally every sentence for the last 4.
Yeah.
But yeah, so this has been gutted. Like, why would you even get this boss damage anymore? So Elegance has been, its dodge chances from 15 to 5. Malice has been decreased 30% damage to 5?
Like, who
wants this anymore? Why do you
cares? And then oh my god.
They knew power. I knew power pylon was going. I knew power pylon.
So power pylon going away, whatever. But they kept the potion giving you the shrine. So like they took away the ceiling of Pog, but they still kept in the annoying shit where if you want to push, you have to suck down your potion and get
the annoying
channeling.
part. I'm not with you there. I'm not with you or Larkus there on that one. The annoying part was power pylon. The other parts were all fine.
Both of them were annoying.
They weren't. It wasn't.
When
It was
you
just
wanted
fun.
to push.
They
can be fun, but annoying when you wanted
I
to push.
pushed with builds that needed Empower Shrine. It wasn't bad. The part was getting the power pylon. The shrine thing, you're more likely to hit the shrine than hit your map. So,
But you had to hit both.
I mean, not really. It's so much power that season.
Well, now you have 5% instead of.
Yeah, so the Triune Circle going from 100 to 50 doesn't make sense. This is one makes
worse. Now it's worse than
Oculus.
like,
This one makes no sense to me. This one should have at least if it was going to be nerfed, it should be reduced to just Oculus number.
Yeah.
They stacked, but like that was the Pog part. Like why cut people's Pog in half?
Like,
yeah.
Now it's. Yeah, this is just cutting down the Pog by like.
They nerfed the altar
100%?
by like 75%.
Yeah.
The altar is nerfed by 75%, which notably we still get all of the quality of life.
Yeah.
I thought they were going to take it all away. So that's okay, but we are only getting, instead of getting like, 8 tiers of damage from the altar, we're only getting like 1. Maybe 2.
I still don't understand the point of this, because like, unless we read in the balance patch that like Blood Nova has been removed from the game, and Rothmut also has been chopped to 0 off of it. Like, this doesn't accomplish anything.
Yeah, they can't say their time remaining slate. They don't fix the builds in the next part. This slaying demons remains balanced is bullshit, and this could have all just been left alone. I do think Power Pylon should have gone away. Power Pylon,
I think that entire thing should have gone away, but just removing the Power Pylon from it is cringe.
I think that they should have removed the chance to get Fortune Shrine as well. Fortune Shrine shouldn't exist in the game, because it doesn't do anything.
Yeah?
But it does. So, that's something.
It does exist.
Okay, class balance. Striking a middle ground between fun and balance, our top priority when it comes to classes. As we mentioned in our Season 29 article, going forward, a series of iconic themes from seasons past will be reintroduced roughly every 3 months. The below class changes were made to ensure each class remains both fun and balanced as powerful season themes return to Diablo. Developer note, over time we have seen builds gain a massive amount of power, leaving other builds behind and in need of updates. The Wizard's Meteor has dominated the battlegrounds of Sanctuary for far too long. Far too long? Okay. 2 seasons, bro? A season and a half?
Well, that's like a year.
As well as some other sets.
Some other sets they don't even know.
Yeah. We believe to have found a good avenue for each build to perform in and have improved sets across each class to work towards this goal. Given the number of changes we have made for this PTR, receiving feedback from the community is crucial. Okay, it's going to be less than... We're already over halfway through the notes.
How?
And the bottom half is the PTR tips and tricks.
It takes forever to list out a set that changed.
Yep.
So before we look, how many sets will have changed?
I think I'm guessing 3.
5. I'm being generous.
No,
5.
It's 2 or 3 maximum. Okay. This is not balance. This is tuning.
It's not even. I don't know. It's barely.
Barbarian, anything. Might of the Earth. Increase the damage. Oh, it's not going to be fundamental. Increase damage of Earthquake. Wait. Okay. I see. So they worded it correctly. Number. They worded it correctly here. We're do that for the fucking other things.
Well, fuck you.
It's been it's been double. They fucking doubled it, bro. Basically.
Not quite, but just about, yeah.
They wanted to double it, but then they would have fallen into the meme, so they didn't double it. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if this probably will get doubled by the end of the PTR.
But is it even enough? Like, Might of the Earth
is strong.
Is it?
I mean, it does 150 already, pretty fast.
Let's go... Does Max Rule still have the leaderboards?
I mean, maybe, but nobody played this season.
Yeah, I'm gonna check the season where we had the altar.
But nobody played Might of the Earth that season, except for Wario.
Yeah.
You can't know the power of the build. Wario was not the build ceiling.
He got rank 1. I don't know what you mean. Alright, let's see. We want Barbarian. And we want Might of the Earth.
Yep.
This season, the top player is a 140,
Hmm.
which crushes the second place player, which is 128.
Yeah, nobody played this season.
That's very apparent. Let's check 28. So 28, there was a 150 in 6 minutes 55 seconds.
Yes.
Was the top one.
Hmm. Which is fast as fuck for a leap quick, by the way.
Then we have 719.
Yeah.
Oh, the 6 minute 55 second, by the way, was 11,586 Paragon.
That's average.
For
That's
the
fine.
record. Yeah, that's expected. The second place was 719 with 10,158 Paragon. There was a EU clear in 9 minutes and 6 seconds. It's the fourth place clear with 4,660
Yeah,
Paragon.
leap quake was strong.
LeBron did it in 11:11 with 4,197 Paragon. GOAT status.
I mean, they don't have power pylon fishing anymore, and the altar lost damage, but they are literally doubling the base damage of the set.
Yeah, it'll do 150 easily.
Yeah, it's gonna crush. It'll be fine. They're also notably buffing Raycore, the strong
Yeah, isn't Raycore like one of the strongest builds?
Yeah, the strongest build in the it's already the strongest build in the game. Yeah.
Okay.
Hitting enemies with Furious Charge or Weapon Throw increases the damage of your next Ancient Spear by oh, never mind, they nerfed it.
They're nerfed.
Dude, why please word it consistently and not bait me. And cause it to release multiple spears. So actually they're gutting Raycore.
They cut it in over half.
Yeah, okay. Might of the Earth is gonna be their best barb set. They've just switched them.
That's dumb. Why not
bring Might of the Earth to Raycore and leave Raycore alone? Yeah. I don't know.
Or I don't know, whatever, man. Sure.
Yeah. Cool. But balance.
Might of the Earth is like isn't Might of the Earth piss easy? Like you just
Raycore is one of the hardest builds to play, and Might of the Earth is the easiest.
Like giga difficult?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yep. We've lowered the ceiling and raised the floor.
I mean, we've flipped that shit upside down, and the floor is now the ceiling.
Yeah. Same thing. All right, Crusader.
Okay.
Roland's Legacy. Increase the damage of Shield Bash and Sweep Attack to 40,000 from 17,000. I mean, okay, I'm going to be honest, though. This is all this set needs.
Even enough?
This is what this set needs, though. This set functions. It just needs damage. Yeah.
Does it function?
It does. It just doesn't do damage. So now it's going to do
we're checking season 28, by the way. Top clear was LeBron. It was there's a bunch of 150s on Roland.
Yeah.
6,628 Paragon, 12 minutes 49 seconds. Barely got the clear.
I mean, this is basically going to bring their power to that of season 28.
Yeah.
So what they're doing is they're making the builds that that's fine. If that's the theme they're going with, is that season 28 was the baseline, and we need to get everything to be able to do 150 again so people can have fun again. That's fine. We'll go with that. That's okay. We've got increased damage to so that's good. Well, I like that. That's fine for Roland. I don't play Crusader. So they nerfed Aegis again. Why are we nerfing Aegis?
Not by too much.
That's a lot. It's a quarter of it.
It's like
it's a 2-tier nerf. We're nerfing Satyr by 2 tiers randomly?
Fair enough.
Why?
Whatever. Uh-huh.
For what reason? It's not even the top performing set or even close. Okay. I don't get that one. That one doesn't make sense to me. All this does is make Crusader not have a viable farming build. Like, it hurts their farming build by multiple tiers. Why would you do this to a poor-ass Crusader? A consman, so the bracers for Blessed Shield. What does this mean? What is the context of this change? These bracers already do...
What they say currently? Blessed Shield damage is increased by 500% for the first enemy it hits. End of power. So they added...
So it stacks?
Well, you will get
50%
bonus
of 250% for the neck for each subsequent.
So the first thing you hit has a 500% damage multiplier,
Yeah.
then a 450% damage multiplier,
Okay, and it goes down
and
until
then
it's non-shattered.
yeah.
I see. Okay, so this is just buffing because they tried to buff. Oh yeah, 'cause that's what they did in season 28 or 29. They tried to buff their AOE, but then didn't fix the bracers. Okay, so they're just trying to make the build. This is a bug. This is a bug fix, at best. This is not
Balanced.
balance. Blade of Prophecy. Condemned enemies also trigger Condemned's explosion, and the damage of Condemn. What does it say right now?
Blade of Prophecy.
This feels like a nerf.
Blade of Prophecy currently reads 2 condemned enemies also trigger Condemned's explosion, and the damage of Condemn is increased by 800%.
So now it can work single target. So this is doubling the damage of single target. Yeah.
Yeah, that seems like it'll be really good for.
That's an insane. Okay, they nerfed Aegis, but we just buffed a con
Yeah, and Akon was already the better.
by like 3 times the speed. Like if anything, Aegis of Valor should be going from 20,000% to like 40,000, like Roland's.
I don't know. That's a bit much.
If it wants to,
30,000.
if it wants to compete with a con, that's what it needs.
Maybe 30,000.
That's kind of crazy.
Certainly not 15,000.
Certainly not downward. Faithful Memory. Each enemy hit by falling sword increases the damage of Blessed Hammer by 10 seconds, max 10 stacks. Can now stack between uses instead of resetting. No, that's fine. I know what that means. It reset when you falling sworded, so it was actually a damage loss to use your DR ability.
Each enemy hit by falling sword increases the damage of Blessed Hammer by 80% for 10 seconds, max 10 stacks.
Yeah, now they're making it so it doesn't reset. Because now how it works is you wanted to keep falling swording so you didn't keep taking damage and to move. But what that would do would you lose all your damage on your hammers. So you ended up having to not play with your DR when you were in a pack, which was because falling sword's what enables your DR for this build.
Okay.
So
now it'll refresh all of the stacks instead of having to
it doesn't it just stacks so you don't have to reset it. It just keeps going. You don't ever lose your damage snapshot.
Cool.
I don't think that's gonna make Blessed Hammer can already do 150. So
I think it needs more help than that. It sucks to play.
It'll suck less now.
I guess.
I don't think it sucks that much to play. I like the playstyle Blessed Hammer of scroll wheel spammage, but it's a niche. Or it's min-max. Shadow Mantle.
Crying.
Impales damage increase from... Wait. What? We're giving Impale more damage?
Not quite double.
Why?
Impales damage. Maybe it'll be.
Wait, this isn't that big though. No, because remember, this wording on Impale is weird because it's additional damage. It's weapon damage.
Yeah, that's why it has to be such a huge number.
Yeah, this means this isn't impactful as it because it diminishes with other things, like the skill rune.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's at least a 2-tier buff. Was Alter the season where we spun? No. Right? No.
It was
27.
The splooge one, yeah. The sanctified items?
Yeah, 27 is where we spun.
Yeah, Spin Pale.
If Spin Pale is not back though, Impale is still not going to be used for anything.
Yeah.
Actually maybe it could RGK. It was pretty close.
Over Rothma?
It was pretty close.
The Necromancer.
Embodiment of the Marauder. Armory skills. Deal. Wait, really? Why?
6,500.
Why did we just cut this in half?
It's so bad.
Marauder, there were other, Impale and other things were already competitive with Marauder. It seems like they're just flipping the builds, right? They want whatever was the top to be the bottom, and whatever was in the middle or right behind it to now be way ahead of it.
Balanced.
I hope more changes come to these sets than this. I mean, if they're willing to just do number adjustments, there should be way more adjustments here. They can do that.
Yeah.
If
This
it's
is
not
like-
they haven't changed any fundamentals.
We're getting
If it-
like 2 sets per class.
If it's
And,
just numbers, they could change every set, every season.
yeah,
Numbers. They could do a shake up every
should.
season. Yeah. Of just numbers every season, for sure. Alright, Monk. I don't give a fuck about Monk, honestly. But whatever. Your spirit generators increase the weapon damage of Dashing Strike to 60,000 for 6 seconds, and Dashing Strike increases the damage of your next spirit generator. So this part is not changing. The first part. Dashing Strike increases the damage of your spirit generators by 14,000%. Okay. Why? There was a season where Raymond was tearing up the board recently. Why was that, though? It was 27, right? With the power? Yeah.
Yeah, with the power.
Which doubled its damage.
Thumb power.
Yeah, because it doubled its damage.
Yeah, and this over doubles its damage.
But the other builds have been buffed since, so...
Yeah.
I mean, maybe they're about to get nerfed. I think I see they're about to get nerfed. Increase the damage of your exploding palm to 12,500, and your sometimes strike detonates your exploding palm. It already did that, right?
It already did that.
So it's just a damage buff. It's like a 2-tier buff. This notably does not help the problem with Monk, which is the single target. It does,
Yeah.
but it doesn't at the same time.
It's not enough of a... Like, it already slapped the rift.
Yeah. Like, I saw Okaper do 150 this season on it. So, yeah, I mean, it makes it better. It makes it better. It's just not the improvements that you're looking for. But, again, the theme is they're just doing numbers. So,
yeah,
it's just numbers now. So, Kirishiro Blade is when the initial effective wave of light hits 5 or fewer enemies, previously 3, the damage is increased by... So, this is just buffing Wave of Light even. Why are we buffing Raymond, then, if we're buffing Wave of Light right here?
No, that's nerfing Wave of Light, right?
No, it's a
Because
buff.
now it has to hit 5 instead of 3.
Is this a nerf?
Yeah.
Oh, it is a nerf. Okay, yeah. I thought it was... If it hit 3 or more enemies before it did increase damage. Or did less damage.
Before, it was... What Kirishiro Blade says right now is increases the damage of Wave of Light by 150%. When the initial impact of Wave of Light hits 3 or fewer enemies, the damage is increased by 250. I guess it is better. Because now it's 5 or more. But wasn't the thing with it that it always got that bonus because of the way the bell works? It always hit
Yeah.
3 or fewer?
Yeah.
So now it just says 5 or fewer in that.
It's
So it
technically
got-
a change to Lightning Bell.
It's technically a buff, but I don't know that it'll ever actually happen.
I don't think it matters, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think it actually matters.
I don't. Yeah.
Probably more of a change to the back end of the skill. Or just yeah. Necromancer. Pestilence, okay?
Please,
Please.
my boy.
This is not gonna work though, because this one needs more than numbers.
Yes.
Each corpse you consume grants you an empowered bone spear. This part needs to be deleted. Increase the damage of your next bone spear by 6,000 up from 3,300. Why are we adjusting this part?
Because they want the numbers to be the same.
In addition, corpse science and corpse explosion damage has been they almost double it. That's not enough though,
Yeah.
because Law just provides more. Although technically, you do have to consider that that pestilence does double the damage of the double, so maybe it'll come in handy.
Also, isn't Pestilence a corpse explosion build now? Didn't
Everything played corpse explosion because it has a higher number. I mean, this will just play corpse explosion probably, yeah.
Yeah.
But it does more. It does more damage.
True.
This does make the set better. It can only make it better. So.
Yeah, I mean, almost doubling it. Cool.
Inarius. Bone armor also activates a swirling. Sure.
They almost doubled it.
Big for Necromancer to yeah. I mean, Yeah, but this kind of just invalidates this other change because Inarius was already just a better a corpse explosion build than Pestilence. So, try ghouls.
Yeah.
Your life spinning abilities deal. Oh, the nerf.
By about half. Not quite half.
Wait, so now you're just gonna play Inarius Blood Nova.
Whatever has the bigger number, yeah.
Yeah, so it's just Inarius.
Or maybe Pesty.
You can't, no, because that only works with corpse sensing explosion.
Match.
Yeah, it's just Inarius. It's the same build, we're just playing Inarius now.
That seems to be the case of a lot of these changes, is that nothing changed. It's just the numbers got tweaked to where
You
things
switch
might
sets.
be, yeah, in different positions.
I mean,
on
Necro is the
leaderboard.
most susceptible to this, though. Honestly, the other ones are fine.
Yeah.
The other ones are actually skill changes, right? And set changes. Necro is susceptible to just changing the set because they never finished the class.
None of the items change. Yeah, none of the actual
Things change.
abilities change.
Masquerade of the Burning Carnival. Bone Spear cast by unit deals. They nerf this? Again? We just buffed this!
Also, like, wasn't it not even that good?
It wasn't. They just don't want rats or bats to be around.
I guess.
And they just fucking deleted
If anyone ever gets XP on a Necro, it's doomed.
That's fucked, man. I mean, now if you're gonna play Bone Spear, you just play Pesty.
Yeah.
Which is so clunky, by the way. Because you have to keep ramping stacks. No, never mind. You just play... Because this is still tripled by Sim. Why? They literally last season buffed this to 9,000 again because they said that it was underperforming at 6,000.
Well, maybe now at 5,500 it'll be better.
In the season with the altar, at 6,000, it was weak as fuck.
Let's go find out. Season 28. We want Necro. What is this? Masquerade of the Burning Carnival?
Yep.
It did a 150 in 5 minutes, 15 seconds.
That's weak as fuck compared to the Necro builds, though.
And we can compare that to Tragul, who did it in 3 minutes, 13 seconds. Or
Rathma,
who did it in 2 minutes, 11 seconds.
Yep.
Or Anarius, who did it in 4 minutes, 24 seconds.
Also, that's after... That's also
faster.
That's post-ban waves, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah. There was like a 1 minute 48
which
second.
is getting buffed, did it in 4 minutes, 24 seconds with 6,154 Paragon. Masquerade of the Burning Carnival, which is getting nerfed, did it in 5 minutes, 15 seconds with 10,390 Paragon.
Yeah. I don't know. They're literally just making it so this is a nerf just for bats. They're just trying to make it so
nerf just so Pestilence outperforms it. Like, that's the only reason. Because Pestilence was worse. It was 10 minutes and 16 seconds. I think they just want Pestilence to
be the Bone Spear build.
Yeah.
I mean, but it can't. Even with that number, it can't. Because Bone Spear had this number in that season.
Unfortunate.
Yeah, like all this is literally just so they don't want... This is some people breathing in their ears saying, do not let bats or rats be the XP.
Yeah.
For sure.
I don't want to play Necro for my XP.
Yeah. Because they think by doing that they're going to have a chance. Guess what? They aren't going to have a chance at.
Being good Paragon. Next up on the list is Bloodtide Blade. I like Bloodtide Blade. It makes you go boom.
Bloodtide Blade. Death Nova deals up to 10 enemies. So they're... Wow. That is a fucking insane nerf.
Yeah.
So it's now a 4,000% instead of a 10,200% or whatever that would be.
Yeah, it's almost a third.
Yeah.
Of what it used to be.
But they did double Inarius.
Yeah.
It's going to be the same strength because area damage is OP.
Yeah.
And
it's the altar back.
And Inarius, notably, Blood Nova is still going to be the strongest, but it's going to just feel worse.
Yeah.
Because this set is annoying as fuck to use compared to Trag'Oul.
And does this even matter? Like, are we just gonna play Laud?
No, because Laud is this 10,000% number, less than 10,000%. You have to play an Arius.
But Laud had all of the other, like Laud was close to Trag'Oul because it had all of the.
But with an
elemental
Arius,
shit.
it doesn't matter. An Arius gets Auguild.
Okay. Does Auguild matter?
Yes, Auguild is almost double damage.
We're gonna be killing elites again because.
Yeah, this is them just and the altars back a little bit. Yeah, you're just going to be playing Nova, but
are we still gonna have the uncapped Paragon where like we can just shove shit into area damage?
I don't think so. That was a part of the season 29 theme.
Okay.
So
well, we're getting enmities back.
Just the enmities, just the portals.
Okay.
So
yeah, the part that everyone was most enthused about season current. Yeah.
I mean, it's just gonna be it's gonna be the same strength, but you're just playing a worse version because now you have to get everything inside the bone armor AoE. Which bone armor, by the way, bone armor can only affect 25 enemies max. So like, I don't know. This seems like an insane nerf to the playability of.
I mean, it could also just go. I mean, I imagine we're getting to Wizard soon, and
the
meteors.
Oh, they're gonna nerf it. Yeah, I'm already ready to see that. So, but we'll look at this one. Grasp of Essence. Total corpse damage enemy. When exploded corpse damages at least one enemy, your corpse explosion deals 200% increased damage for 6 seconds, stacking up to 4 times. It was previously 5 stacks, so they just nerfed a tier off of the damage of the build.
Yeah, minus 200%.
Okay. But they didn't nerf, but they buffed Pestilence, and Laud's the same. So they're just trying to bring this more in line. Like, I guess technically Pesty will end up buffed after this, right? And an Arius Corpse Explosion also gets buffed. So Corpse Explosion just got buffed, but they wanted to make sure that Laud didn't overtake it. So they just gave it this change? Okay, whatever. Whatever, man. Corpse Lance damage is increased to 75% from... Oh, wow. Okay, this is why Corpse Lance will be used with Pesty instead of Explosion. Right here. So this is 75% up from 30, stacking it to 20. Yeah.
It's over double.
Yeah, I could see you using Corpse Lance now. Although maybe not, because Corpse Lance was kind of hard capped at like 142, whereas Pesty, like you looked at, did a 150 still. This is these two changes.
This be the RGK now.
Oh fuck, no way. Impale would do better.
Bad chest.
Rathma kills the boss in 26 seconds or something. Impale is close.
Rathma not on this list anywhere.
Yeah, by the way, Rathma should be the one to get nerfed out of all of them.
The strongest build.
Yeah. Rathma should be gutted, but I guess we like Rathma.
By the way, the Shadow hopes and dreams of becoming the RGK, I don't see how it ever gets past Rathma.
Being an RGK in the current year? You still do.
I mean, you do in current season because of...
You have. I mean, I guess you do, the double wizards blew it up, but I mean... There's only been one season where we didn't use an RGK recently.
Ethereals?
We used an RGK.
Did we? I thought it was 2 wizards that were the same.
I guess it was 2 wizards, yeah.
With the
But I meant, that was like 3 years ago, man, at this point. Literally, it was. It was actually 3 years ago, bro.
Turns to dust.
That was 3 years ago, dude.
Wolverine holding a Rizzo.
Will this season have the Paragon cap again? They didn't say it will. But they also notably didn't say it wouldn't. Yet, at least. Okay, Witch Doctor.
We're still reading.
Soul Harvest. Raiment. Soul Harvest reduces damage taken by 50% for 12 seconds and consumes your damage over time effects on enemies, instantly dealing 26,000 seconds worth of remaining damage. Wait, the reason why they put it at 10,000 previously is because they said this was the server's limit. Did they just figure out how to do this, or is this going to be
gone even further beyond?
Or is this them?
Or when you press the button, it deletes the server.
Or is this them just admitting that it could have always gone higher and they just bullshitted their reason? And then we hope we forgot.
Or it's going to delete the server.
Yeah. I mean, this is 2.5 times. Like, this is more than 2 times damage because of the way this works. This is insane. Jade might be able to trash clear.
Ain't no way.
I mean, it already could.
Wouldn't it just lag you?
No, they fixed area damage in this season. Unironically, they actually did fix area damage in season 29.
It's Jade. It's not area damage. It's
It
Jade.
is. No, it is area damage.
Okay.
That's what caused the lag with Jade, was it triggering AD, because you're sucking the whole screen, causing 10 million calcs, and then even that AD overload is, big.
Okay. So maybe we get back to the Ditch Walker trash clearer.
Okay, we'll see what the other ones, though. Helltooth. After casting Wall of Death, gain increased damage, so they just 20,000% added to Helltooth.
That's now the Might of the Earth number.
Honestly, this is good. Witch Doctor sets are actually close together. In a vacuum of Witch Doctor's pretty balanced. So they are just, this seems pretty accurate. These numbers are tracking between them. They're just trying to make Witch Doctor not suck completely all the time compared to other classes.
Unfortunate.
I mean,
that's never going to be accomplished.
I think this does this, though. Like, actually, this is doing this, at least with this change. They're nerfing Mondanugu, though, which I think is a bad idea. I can already read it. Increased damage. Wait. Are they just making it 15,000% and then they're removing the second line? This is worded terribly. Yeah, it is. It's just... This seems like it's just 15,000% now. And, I mean, the mana regen didn't really matter, right? But
I think it keeps the mana regen thing.
It better, or else that's an even bigger of a nerf. Why are they doing this, though? This is the same thing they just did to the Spear set, and... What other one did they just do this to? Marauder?
Yeah.
And Aegis of Valor. So the reason I think that these are getting nerfed is because people were playing them, right? But I think that's because people have been coming back multiple seasons in a row without any changes, so they just haven't picked a different build. And they're going to still pick, in my theory, is they're going to still pick Mondanugu and not even realize that they're nerfed. Except for that they're just going to be able to do lower. I don't think this needed a nerf. But I guess I can also see it in the sense of, right, they're trying to make sure that this build isn't played because they want these two to be played.
Yeah, what I don't understand is why the Rothma didn't get nerfed. That's the only thing that doesn't.
That or the intern is just going in and just fucking slamming his hand on the keyboard and just touching. I don't know. I'm overthinking. You're saying I'm overthinking it, Irma? How can I not overthink it when it doesn't make sense? I gotta think past what I'm reading, because if I just read it, it doesn't make sense. Because, again, if we're following the philosophy of they're just changing numbers to change numbers, they should have changed Rathma. And UE Demon Hunter.
Down by it's half of what it used to be?
More than half.
What the fuck?
Yeah. Okay. See, for these two Witch Doctor changes, this makes me believe that they just want you to play these two sets. So they're nerfing...
The nerfs are coming in like giga. I mean, they are buffing things by quite a bit that are getting buffs.
But they're not going to actually result in any changes, though, because I think even if you double the... Like, Witch Doctor is balanced right now, right? At the current numbers. But now all they've done is make it so that you don't pick these two sets, and you have to play these two sets. Whereas if they had just left these two alone and buffed these two, literally all Witch Doctor builds would have been viable.
I mean, you'd still just pick the ones that got buffed.
because they're new, right? But if you're actually talking about like
Yeah.
leaderboard consistency internally among the class, it would have been really balanced. But now they're just flipping the script,
They're
right?
just ceiling to floor, floor to ceiling.
Yeah. And why
Upside
is
down.
Zuni getting nerfed?
Barely, but it is getting nerfed.
I mean, this is like a tier nerf.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
don't know.
I don't get this. I was just praising them for Witch Doctor being balanced with this change, and then in these last 3 changes, they just undid like if okay. This is
This for every class,
right, but this is a sense, right, where if they had just stopped the patch notes right here at these two paragraphs, it would have been good.
I mean, that's been every class so far. Is that they've gone through and been like, "Oh, these are the shit sets. Let's almost double their number." And then they get to the good sets, and they're like,
Necro's
let's
an
cut the
exception,
number in half.
though. Necro's
Except for Rothma. Rothma somehow survived the culling.
Necro is an exception, though, because again of the thing of all of its sets can basically play all the skills.
Yeah.
I think Necro is weird, but they didn't do that with Monk. They just buffed.
Yeah, it's because Monk's shit.
And I guess Marauder does outperform the other builds, right? But I don't know if it outperforms it by this much of a nerf.
But Marauder outperforms the other Demon Hunter builds, but it doesn't outperform the other like
classes. Yeah, I'm thinking these in the vacuum of just the classes, right? If we just think of the vacuum of the class, this almost makes sense, right? The changes almost make sense, right? The Roland, these changes, okay. I don't understand the Akan one.
Yeah.
There's like one change from Necro and Akan and for Crusader I don't understand. Barb I get though. I understand Barb. I understand every change in Crusader other than Blade of Prophecy. And honestly, I think they're doing this to Blade of Prophecy because of the complaint, right? Because it doesn't make sense why it doesn't work one way, but this is going to result in double damage. But as a dev, maybe they don't understand that, right? They're just trying to fix the complaint because it's easy to fix.
Akan's going to be just pumping.
I don't blame them for that, though. What I don't understand is them doing these. I get the Demon Hunter change. I don't, and I understand Monk because Monk is good. I don't understand Wrathma not getting nerfed, and I don't understand. I don't like Bone Spear, but I don't get this one. I love these 2 changes for Witch Doctor, and I don't play Witch Doctor, but why are we nerfing these 3? I don't get it, man. Like, make it make sense. These didn't need to be nerfed. Whatever your stats were showing is wrong. No Witch Doctor player would have asked for these to be nerfed. Ever.
Like Eric here just got like smushed.
Yeah. Again, I would be praising them out the ass right now. If it was just this 2 lines. If these 3 sets weren't included in these patch notes, this would be a GG patch for Witch Doctor. I would play Jade. I like Jade.
Also, like, I'm not one to call for nerfs, but Rothma needed to be nerfed. Like, if they're going to go about nerfing things, how does Rothma survive?
At least the bracers needed to be nerfed. Trag.
Yeah.
Trag
had to happen.
Trag and Wrathma needed to be nerfed if they were going to nerf one or the other, and if they're nerfing Wizard. If they're not nerfing Wizard, okay.
Well,
we're about to get there though. Okay, the one that makes me the most angry though is the Zuni nerf. This build is so hard to play correctly, and they're nerfing it. This is literally a target just at Quinto, by the way.
Yeah. I mean, I guess their justification is you're getting the altar back, so.
But it was still, if we had the altar back with all these things intact, nothing changes, right? Because all these builds existed during the altar season. If these were new sets that didn't exist during the altar season, okay, that's a justification. But like, Mundanugu is going to just be weaker than it's literally going to be weaker than the altar season. Which is crazy to me to think about.
Yeah, so will Eric here.
Eric here doesn't exist anymore.
Rude.
They have made Eric here is pesty. They have deleted it. Eric here is Bone Spear. They have turned it into garbage.
Yeah.
Which I think is a damn shame. Because the spider build is actually cool. Okay. Wizard. Oh boy. Delseer. Affected slow time it takes, so it's 20,000%. It was previously 12.5k. Okay. From your Arcane Orb, Energy Twister, Magic Missile, Shock Pulse, Spectral Blade, Electrocute, and Arcane Torrent. Notably,
DMO Rising?
that doesn't say Meteor.
Yeah.
It should. But
Yeah, but then everything would play Meteor.
that's fine. Taurasha. Attacks increase your damage from... So, they're reverting it.
Yeah.
Which part of the set is this, though? Is this the 6 or the 2? Is this the 6 piece? Because I thought the 6 piece now fired the extra meteor.
I can check.
So wait, we're just going from a 4,000... So we're going from 8,000 to 4,000. So we're just cutting it in half? Cool.
Taurasha. The attacks increase your damage by 200 or 2,000% for 8 seconds.
Is that the 6 piece?
That's the 6 piece, yeah.
Okay. So we're just reducing it. We're just cutting it. We're just chopping off 3 tiers of damage.
Yeah, damage in half.
Yikes. Smoldering core. Oh, we're hitting the core as well, I see. Lesser
So you
enemies
just
now,
can't play wizard anymore.
Lesser enemies are now lured to your meteor impact areas. Meteors deal 50% increase. This effect stacks up to 3? 3? Bro, what?
Yeah, okay, so you just can't play wizard anymore. They just removed the class.
What the fuck? Really?
And the buff, the only compensation is that DMO got buffed, not even by double, like bare, not even close to double.
And Debo, they still have to be in your slow time. Which is not fast.
Yeah, they removed wizard.
What the fuck? They didn't buff Veer? Like,
Correct.
where are the Veer buffs? Fuck it, I'll say it. Where are the fucking Hydra buffs?
True. Firebird? Mod check? Firebird, the set?
Now Firebird, now it's can only clear 155. That meme doesn't matter. There are a bunch of builds that can clear 180 if it existed. This is basically deleting Wizard's viability in farm content. Like for farming. And, like, yeah. I mean, this deletes Wizard XPs, for sure. Like, they're gone.
Yep.
We just have to play God DH. Because notably, they didn't touch God DH, by the way.
What about Jade?
Jade's not
speeders?
fast.
Unfortunate.
Wow, okay. Is this a Twisted Sword buff? They nerfed Twisted Sword? What?
Literally, they deleted wizard. Wizard's not a class anymore.
This nerf to the sword undoes the Delseer buff. What? This Delseer change doesn't matter at all. Was OP on console? It's still going to be, because guess what? They hacked that shit anyway. The reason why it's OP on console is because they can channel while casting abilities. This is dumb. They're still going to play Twisted Sword on console because, again, like I stated, they can channel Death Wish while casting Twister. That's never going to not be, until they fundamentally fix that, that's not going to be, they're never going to change that. What's OP? That's not why this is getting changed. These are changes targeted towards PC. This doesn't make any sense. I understand, so I get why they're doing it, right? Because they're buffing Delseer, but if they buff Delseer and leave the Twisted Sword alone, most likely Twister, because Delseer is really close among the builds, right? Between Twister, Orb, and the other things, what's going to be the most damage? But I don't see why they're doing this because
Now
they've
it's
done
just
more.
Orb.
Now it's just don't play Wizard
Good point.
because Orb absolutely sucked to play at certain parts. Like you could before with no balance needed, right? You could pick either build and basically just fish for the better Rift. Now it's you can't play Twister, you just have to play Orb. Which, like, why?
Also, like, there is no.
There's no compensation here for my Wizard damage.
And there is no like change to any of the supports.
That doesn't.
Which
They're never
I mean, I
going to.
guess
They've never.
that's never going to
They've
happen.
never
but
done supports on accident on purpose.
You don't think Odysseys was on purpose?
No, they meant for Odysseys to be comboed with the Marauder build, which it is. So
Yeah, I guess. So the 4-man meta is going to be Barb, DH, Inescapable,
Rathma, Necro, and
Rathma,
Blood.
Inescapable,
Yeah,
and then some trash clearer, probably Anarius or
Laud.
Laud or I guess Jade has an outside chance of maybe sneaking in.
I think it's just Necro.
So in this balance change for the 4-man, we've changed one character into the same build, except he wears a different suit.
And does less damage because it's more annoying, but probably still the best damage you can deal, yeah. We have done, basically, I'll say it, all this has done is delete Wizard from the game again.
Yeah.
We have undone Wizard existing. Back to the void we go.
Well, you had 2 seasons.
More like a season and a half. But yeah. Then we got to have to participate, blah blah blah. I guess there's no. They didn't talk about. Notably, they didn't say what part of the Visions is staying.
I
Yeah,
don't know. This feels really weak. If they're just gonna change, like they brought back the altar, and it kept all of the cool shit from the altar, like the pass through, the DR, or the not being able to be CC'd. That's cool. There is no notes on acquisition change for the altar.
Yeah, there's also no notes on anything about Visions. What how if they're are they just being one-to-one port? Also, they said they were going to start rotating season themes. Why did we just immediately use
Enmity.
the last 2 themes immediately? Like the thing that
that would not have been my guess.
Season 28 is also something. The altar. People spent 8 months playing with that shit.
Yeah.
I get that it was coming back permanently, but why would you think that? So basically, what this season is it's literally playing season 29 as it should have been, but you had to wait 3 months, which is just weird. It does not seem the way to bring players back to playing, but I mean, most of the changes are okay. Like I guess if I had to rate them, most of them are okay, right? So
What
there
isn't there on the page is more concerning to me than what is there.
I guess I agree. Like, okay, they literally deleted Wizard. Why is Rathma still around? I don't like nerfs. I don't think any of these things should have been nerfed.
Yeah.
But why is Rathma not gone as well?
And like,
I'm also
other
really
builds.
concerned.
There are more sets than this for.
So the XP
That needed to
meta
be,
is just going to be God DH.
I guess.
And it's not like it's even getting any power. Like what we played God DH in season 28 until we, or did we just play Wizards
Switch
the
to
whole
Wizards.
time?
No, we played God for a little bit. Until we switched to Wizards.
No, I think that was season 20. I think that was 27.
27, we played.
No, it was Ethereals. We played God DH until Wizard because we were 8,000 Paragon at God DH, and I switched.
Yeah, but in 28,
I think we started
in the
Wizard.
Alter season, we played DH for a little bit, like a couple days, until we switched to Wizard 150 for the rest of the season.
I thought I started at Wizard.
And we can go to the YouTube.
Or I thought we started Rats. It was Wizard or Rats.
Let's find out.
I think we have a video from the first 3 days.
I'm scrolling. Season 28.
I don't know like how many tiers of damage are you losing from the altar? Like this is probably a tier like this. You're losing at least half of the damage the altar was giving you. I mean, boss damage has gone from 50 to 5. So like that's pretty insane for a lot of the builds that struggled with bosses. I mean, for trash clear that doesn't matter, right? That's fine. But for the person killing the boss, that's really annoying. Really, really annoying.
We did start with Rats in season 28.
Because, yeah, we had the
and then we
insane
switched to
Wizards, right?
Wizards.
Because we had the insane resource gain and everything like that was going for Rats. I mean, to be fair, Rats were really close for a while, so.
Yeah. So we have, the Rats again, season 28 starting plans. We decided to not do God DH, even though I think a lot of other people were doing God DH.
Yeah, a lot of groups did God DH, a lot of groups did Rat, and a couple groups did Wizard. And then we all switched to Wizard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With the rise of the Splooge Spear.
Yeah. Hey, with the altar back, we can play Splooge Spear again.
Yeah.
And with Paragon. Although
True.
I guess we don't want Splooge Spear because our builds are going to be Crispin. Never mind.
Unless we play Jade.
Yeah. Good one. Thinking that Necro won't just fight. I mean, because you know what's right after Necro for the damage. It's the other Necro, Scythe.
Yeah. What about Leapquake?
No. Raycore would have been the next thing behind that, but guess what just got gutted?
Yeah, but what about Leapquake?
Fuck no.
What about Rollins?
No shot.
What about
Maybe a Con Crusader.
Yeah.
But that's lagged that actually lags still.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, so wait a minute. Hold up. Wait a minute. Notably, these meteor changes don't nerf Bazooka.
True.
Bazooka can be played with the altar.
It can, yeah.
Okay, hold up. Let me cook. Let cook.
Oh god, he's cooking.
Let cook. No, that's on. I mean, you could say that I'm capping or whatever, but it's just true that Bazooka does a lot of damage.
Yeah.
Bazooka Wizard could be the best trash clear now. Again.
Is that the title of the video? Return of Bazooka ... question mark exclamation point.
Perhaps. Think about it. We've got our resource gain on crit back, right? So
True.
Yeah, I mean, it was close, right? Already. in that season, and they nerfed the other builds that beat it.
Blood Tide Blade got gutted.
It'd be close, man. It'd be close.
And you could have Splooge Spear, so
Yeah.
you can get big setups.
I don't know. It might be bazooka time.
Call up the lads. We got some Paragon to get.
I need them to say somewhere though that Paragon isn't capped, because I'm still scared.
We log in, we start putting
If
points
Paragon
in,
was capped,
we get
dude.
to 800.
But think, if Paragon's capped, the game's just dead.
Yeah.
If Paragon's capped, the game is a delete from. They might as well not have servers up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hopefully, it's not gone.
There's no way.
I just honestly playing. I don't know if I want to grind out Paragon on God DH ever again, especially because it's not going to be buffed. Like, it's not going to feel any different than I played it. So my issue is, right, it's going to feel the exact same way that I played it in season 25 and 6. It's going to feel the exact same way.
And 27, honestly, because
yeah, it's going to feel like the exact same build.
The same.
Actually, it's going to feel worse because it's just going to do less damage. Or I guess God DH got buffed since then, but like,
yeah, it did.
It's not going to be, but the altar got nerfed, right? So like, I'm still going to be doing a lower tier.
What about like Leapquake speeds?
You say things like Leapquake speed, and I just think that you're trolling.
What, you just have manly men.
No, you can't go fast enough. When we're talking about speed, we're talking about going less than a minute and a half, less than a minute.
Yeah.
The only thing that can move that fast, there are 2 things that can move that fast. Or 3 things, sorry. It is Wizard when they're cracked, God DH, and the other thing.
What about
Necro.
Chicken? Didn't Chicken get buffed a lot recently?
Chicken went with Eric here, and look, I'm afraid to inform you what happened to your boy.
I see. I am looking at the Eric here number right now. That doesn't seem to be a Diablo number anymore.
Going fast, we have perma pools. Oh, we do have perma pools again, but going fast is still viable if you're going fast at a high enough tier.
I mean, I think high tier is back. What about a con in like 140s?
I don't know. If we're talking mid 140 tier, like I'm just doing bazooka.
Yeah, but bazooka
is fast.
Is it consistent enough to clear every rift you walk into?
Yeah.
At 800 Paragon?
You don't do 3-minute runs 800 Paragon?
Why not?
Because we know from 28 that the meta is to get gem augments and everything and then go to the higher tier. It's always going to be better to start faster because you need augments.
I mean, if you, I'm going to be playing ZDH no matter, because
chances of him playing ZDHs are so low. Let everybody know that right now.
What? Why?
Because guess who's around all the time and needs to play the damage dealer.
Guess who's around all the time and plays ZDH better.
And then every season it backfires because we lose people, and me and you're the only ones around. If we had a damage dealer, we'd be able to go. Yeah,
that's never true.
It's true every season.
Falsehoods.
Every season.
Falsehoods and lies.
For a second, he just ignores
slander,
it.
I might
For a
say.
second, he just alt tabs while I'm looking for people. For a second, he's like, "Oh darn, man! If only I had a damage dealer." As he's in his stash, deleting the gear.
I'm not even deleting the gear, okay? I'm leaving it on the ground, and then when we leave game and no one picks it up, it gets deleted.
But I mean, honestly, Moon to Nuku would have been fast. I mean, we've been over this. God DH is just like ZDH. You've even played it and said it's very similar.
It is, but I would rather play ZDH by a lot.
I'd rather get XP.
Okay, then have me on ZDH.
ZDHs are literally everywhere.
We have... What? No, they aren't.
They always are.
For 2 runs, and then they fall asleep.
That's on 150s. I'm talking about speeds. 150 speeds, you are not 150 speeds, but like speed runs, ZDHs are everywhere. Everybody actually playing the game has
We're not
one.
going to be playing speed runs. We're going to be playing Bazooka Wizard.
Those are still speed runs. If it's the XP meta, people have. If it's the primary XP meta and there isn't two metas going on, everybody has a ZDH. Except for me, because I make damage dealers.
Yeah. What damage dealer would I be playing?
Probably God DH.
Ain't no way.
Or I mean, I'm a little bit more confused about how the Bazooka Wizard combos with something else, but
Rothma.
Yeah, I don't think it goes that well with Rathma.
Why? Rothma can bring frailty.
Yeah. Thinking more of like a
monk.
Something that can kill an elite immediately alone. Or like if there's a couple mobs by, and I'm thinking that's Impale.
Impale?
Yeah. But I don't know. I don't actually remember what's his name? Who are the guys streaming the wizard? Fuck.
I don't remember people's names, so
I found it. What was it? Yeah. What is this with it? It's a Necro. Okay. It's Rathma.
Yeah.
God, Rathma fucking eviscerates this thing.
Yeah. We're gonna have Carry on again.
Yeah. Notably, we don't have the suck pull, which is pretty good for Bazooka.
Yeah.
God, the fucking damage that. Ugh. Look at that pop, dude. He pulled it in as he was dropping it. Chewie's also great at Barbarian, though.
Sure.
Probably one of the best. Look at the finesse. Finesse. Definitely didn't just hold right click.
Towards the back.
Oh my god. I coomed. I lose. It's a good thing it's not November. It's a good thing it's not November anymore. We can do this again, right?
Yeah. Definitely.
I mean, this is no alt. This isn't with an altar, so.
Yeah, this is no altar, and we can have Splooge Spear. Splooge Spear doesn't do this, but it gets stuff together.
God.
Like, it's not like Splooge Spear was bad at grouping mobs. I'd say it was pretty good.
It's also quicker than this.
Yeah.
But I guess Bazooka doesn't need you to go quicker. It needs bigger pack.
Yeah. But I mean, it could do that too. And you won't have to babysit IP, because...
Yeah.
Alter. Oh.
Go.
Was that 4 meteors to spawn the boss?
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
This is no pylon too. With Bone Warlock.
This is also when they had the power to have the random men running from off screen, though, for Rothma.
Yeah.
But altar should be, I don't know, new altar's kind of shit. 5% instead of 50.
They didn't give much damage, the season theme in this season.
Yeah.
So. Alter will give them more damage. Especially because they get Channeling Pylon back. Empowered Shrine, which Empowered Shrine is a shit ton of damage.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Rathma's... So, yeah, that also brings back to the point of Rathma is only getting buffed. Rathma is getting an insane buff.
Yeah.
Like...
Yeah, I cannot fathom how Rathma did not end up on these patch notes.
Yeah. Rathma's going to be like 10 tiers stronger in this season. In this upcoming season. Which is fucking insane.
Yeah, I don't know how Rathma escaped.
Probably because it's flawed in the fact of if they nerf it for its single target build that we're using it for as an RGK, it would not exist again as a solo viable build. Like for doing it already doesn't do content very well anyway, because right, it sucks at cleaving things down.
So the Smoldering Core nerf, that doesn't affect Bazooka at all, right?
No, it didn't even use it. That's what I'm saying, right? It's like Bazooka didn't use it. It's obviously not Talrasha, right? So
Yeah.
Also Laud Wizard. I just realized that Laud Wizard can just work as well too. I guess Laud Wizard is losing the stacks here.
It also loses Twisted Sword.
Yeah, but I'm talking about Laud Meteor, because Laud Meteor was really close to Tal Meteor. So now if you're playing Meteor, you have to play Laud. And you're using a Smoldering Core, which it's 150 instead of 500. Which is a huge nerf.
Yeah.
But might honestly... I think it'll still be the best Wizard build.
Definitely.
But
will it be the best trash clearer?
It might be. We're getting the altar back, right? We're getting the pools on the ground from Arcane Meteors will give us resource back again.
Yeah.
With channeling. With Empowered Shrine.
Yeah.
Actually, maybe Wizard is still the best XP farm.
He's cooking.
Because think about it, when we're doing the speed runs, right? We always talked about how we didn't think we were getting our Meteor stacks to 10 anyway.
True.
So, but we will notice that more though with Talrashas being nerfed by this. But what if we just played Laud?
Yeah.
But then we lose the speed because right, the 4-piece on Tals is the cooldown of teleport, right?
Couldn't you just use?
Can't use Aetherwalker.
Aetherwalker.
Nope. No room.
Tough.
We have 2 sticks. Remember, that's also another problem.
Yeah, I do remember the 2 sticks.
I mean, honestly, Furnace might be better than Smoldering Core.
I mean, it's 150 versus 50.
Yeah, but this you have to stack. I guess technically one Meteor is automatically better. Maybe? I don't actually remember exactly how this stick works. I guess also, if you didn't need the damage, right, and it was still the best speed farmer, you might be able to drop the staff altogether, right, and just do speeds with Aetherwalker. But, I don't know. I guess now it's a for sure thing, though. Aetherwalker Laud speeds would be more damage than Talrasha with both sticks. Just because of the set, but that's... I guess it's interesting to think about. Tals does have the benefit though of being immune to a lot of damage a lot of the time.
Yeah, but Laud has the benefit of being Laud.
It doesn't get that many items from it. Like actually. I mean, it gets the shield bracers, right? Make me up when they bring back ethereals.
My thought for what they were gonna bring back was soul shards because soul shards were hype. But my hope was that they were gonna bring back ethereals. I enjoyed it.
I thought it was gonna be the everybody gets free Laud rings or triune circles. But that's because I thought they were going to delete triune circles from the altar. And they didn't. Notably, wait, Bazooka can use the cooldown ring. I'm cooking more. I'm cooking. I recook, fire up the fucking cooking again.
Luckily, the oven's still preheated.
Yeah. Wait, but and we get the triune overlap with Bazooka. Nah, bro. Holy. Yeah. It might just be. I mean, Bazooka might. You might be right. Bazooka might not be the best farmer, right? But I think pushing wise, probably the best. Just from these changes. What about the? Yeah, I don't think anything else really like shoots out at me as being GG. I'm interested to see how good Raiment will be, but I mean, if we're being real though, the closest Witch Doctor Trash Clearer was Moon Danugu, and well, I don't think it could take a nerf, so it took a nerf though. I don't know
So you
though.
don't think Jade has any shot?
I mean, I think there are things that have a shot. So I think that Bazooka's downfall is it absolutely sucks early.
Yeah.
And it has the problem of it absolutely sucks early, mostly because the wizard can't survive. Or not survive, they can't keep their shield up for squirts without a monk. And running a monk is not an option.
Yeah. Because you need an RGK.
Yeah. And you need a DH. So it's like
You didn't hear that, Randall. Go back to rating.
Might monk be an option? Monk is never going to be an option. Monk as a class is bad. So you can never be an option without providing at least 150% additive damage and not being 5 elements on a CoE cycle. So, oof. Yeah, I think it's going to be a long while before we see... Yeah. If Bazooka is the meta, right, it will be something that once again won't show up until like 6k plus. People will play it early, right? But they'll just be playing it because it's fun and they just want to play Bazooka. But it will not be its shining, glorious, kaboom the whole screen. Yeah.
Boss spawn.
Yeah, until 6k plus.
So what are we playing until 6k?
Probably just God DH. Or Laud Wizards for gear.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just really fucking sad that they killed rats. Because rats would have been an option too among all these things. And I don't think it would have been just the best pick, right? There would have been a lot of options. Like, there are things that were comparable to rats. And now, like, they don't realize it, right, at Blizzard. But all they've done by giving in to those demands or those changes is they've made God DH the staple. God DH is just the default now. Yeah. When what they had going before, and I don't think they realized this, for like every season God DH existed, it was a competitor. And like a viable option. So like, I really don't get why they just nuked rats like that. Also, we could have potentially still played rats this season if Bone Spear, because so the rat can still function if the Bat Necro could have been there killing stuff for it. Because its problem would have been resource. So if the Bat Necro could have been there killing stuff on command the whole way through, even in bad set spots, it would have been fine. But now they have deleted that. And I think they did that on purpose. I think it is literally on purpose. They made sure to nerf Masquerade to make sure that rats can't work. I don't think they're that 5-head. I don't think they're 5-head. I think they're just listening to somebody's demands. Or feedback of don't let rats be the XP. And they have explained to them what rats are, and now they're like, got it. Never let this be a thing. Which I think is so cringe. Makes me very smoge. Because honestly, I get that it's a headache for people to pick which XP meta to play, and again, it is a little frustrating when you have people arguing the whole start of the season about which one's the best, but like, I love that shit. That's like what makes the game feel alive, right?
Yeah.
That's like the definite, like that makes me feel like I'm playing an updated game. Or like something at least like we don't want stagnation. And obviously their goal here is with making these number changes is to, while the game is in maintenance mode, quote unquote, they're trying to prevent the absolute stagnation of the game. So, and that's a good sign. It's classic Blizzard fashion, right? They do almost good enough, but then they just miss on the important notes. Like, they were listening for like 80% of what people were saying, and then the last 20%, they just, like, I don't know, fell asleep.
Same.
Or closed their ears because they didn't want to listen anymore. It's fine. I think Crusader is still going to be shit overall, but that's because Crusader really just has no place in group at all.
Like, you don't think a con can be the XP meta?
It lags. As long as it lags, it's never going to work.
It even lags with the
Even
change?
post changes, it still lags.
Hmm.
I mean, it doesn't lag as bad in solo, and there are certain parts in solo where you don't log up, but I'm guaranteeing you in a group you lock up.
Fair enough.
Unless you don't, which, I mean, could be proven that you don't. It won't be proven on PTR, though, because PTR will explode no matter what happens. Which,
Get a notepad out. I want a list.
I mean, also notably, this isn't a season theme.
Yeah.
Because these are coming permanently.
Correct, yeah.
It actually isn't. Wait, is this even a season? Or is this just a patch?
It has to be a season. It's season 30.
They're just calling it a patch. They never say season 30.
Their seasonal journey.
But there's no like,
Control F30.
no. This isn't a season.
I mean, it is. It's just all going to get rolled in as permanent stuff.
Yeah, but there's no like season anymore. So technically, I guess if you wanted to play the best version of the game, you should just play non-season with the altar now.
Yeah.
The only reason to play season is for the leaderboard reset.
Right. And the fun of the season start.
Does that mean going forward, every time they add another thing back to the game, it's going to be permanent?
No, it's not like they're going to have soul shards hit.
I mean, they could just leave them be.
Non-season.
I mean, they could just have them be permanent, but and make it so that the only thing that seasons are is a leaderboard reset. Because isn't that how D2 does it? D2 is just a ladder reset.
I guess, but D2 is a different philosophy.
I mean, they keep adding things to the base game of D2R, at least D2R, and they get added. And I'm pretty sure we might be going that direction of just a ladder reset, and any patches that come through are just permanent to the game, which I guess is fine. But
I don't think that that's going to happen.
I don't know. They're wording along here. Seem. We are extremely excited to make these features always available to your time slaying demons. What was the other one? Based on positive community feedback, we saw the season themes were in such a hit, we decided to make them permanent. Players can harness the, yeah. Makes me think that they're going that route, but I think that's okay. It does take away from the hype of a season a little bit, but maybe a ladder reset. Maybe, I guess that's probably the info they've gotten from D2R, is that a ladder reset's probably just enough.
Yeah.
Oh. I mean, I already want to play, so I'm ready. Put me in, coach. I think that, I mean, I guess they probably have literally one guy doing this job now, which is fine. But I still think that they could pump out a lot more. If they're just doing number shakeups, right? Like they're not doing fundamental redesigns. They're just changing numbers. I think they could hit the numbers for way more things. And maybe they're planning on doing more number changes. Because there usually are. They're usually
just a week PTR.
Yeah, but the second week of PTR hasn't changed anything in the last couple anyway, and then they put the changes at the end. So
I guess.
Hopefully they get some feedback that, I mean, honestly, please don't nerf the altar anymore. Please don't. If anything, buff the altar.
1% damage.
Everything else is honestly okay. I think that I'm not concerned about the numbers on these things other than Witch Doctor. Witch Doctor getting the bottom 3 nerfs don't need to happen. Every other number change I think is okay. But Rathma needs to be nerfed. If they're gonna go with this philosophy, Rathma needs to be nerfed too.
I think Marauder doesn't have to be nerfed that bad.
I think
I do think that the other DH builds need to come up some.
I think UE's in a fine spot.
I don't like that UE is generator.
They played multi-shot. They ended up going multi-shot.
Okay.
But I think that God DH could honestly God DH could use a buff for its late game damage, because remember it falls off a cliff when it gets more mobs on the screen. Like God DH either needs a massive number buff to buff its damage late game, or just to be able to go back to getting missile dampener fish. So I mean that both of those things would be okay to me. I think Monk just sucks the class, and unfortunately they made bad sets for it, so it's just doomed. I think Monk, they just made bad sets, and it's just doomed because of that.
Some people like Monk.
Monk is like the earlier version of Necro, because Monk has all the same numbers for all the same skills, with just slightly different skills that activate it. Which I think is a bad design, and Necro has that same problem. So for the same reason, I think Necro is also in a pretty trash spot. Necro just needed more development, but they put that into D4, so, and then didn't give it a movement skill. So did they really put it into D4? I'm really sad for the Witch Doctors, because like the first 2 lines of this are insane for them. But like anybody who was enjoying Witch Doctor, like Eric Kieran and Mundanugu were like the go-to farming builds. And Zuni was like your skill expressive, I'm gonna pump and be a dodge god build, and like now they're no reason to even try. That just sucks for them. And like rip. I mean, Wizard got the least changes here. I don't really think the yeah, I don't get this Twisted Sword change. The more I read it, the more I don't understand why we did this to Twisted Sword. Already such an unpopular build. I mean, now Laud. I mean, now Laud has to play Meteor. Like all they've done is make people have to switch to the worst option, and make the primary option. Like they were already close, but now one is just clearly better, and the one that the Meteor build they didn't play because it didn't feel as good. Like, I think there's just maybe too many builds they just don't understand what's happening, what they're actually causing to happen. Which again, that's why the PTR exists, right? It's not final, even though these are probably final.
Yeah, he doesn't know.
They have done slight tweaks every time. How much we meme on them, right? They have done slight tweaks every single time. Slight.
I guess.
Notably, the Season 29 PTR to release, they changed one line and it was a nerf. But, I mean, maybe there'll be something. I don't know if I want the entities going core means that Greater Rifts or Nephilim Rifts are now just never going to be run.
Yeah.
And I hate
Some-
spawning enmities. They're so awful to spawn.
Yeah.
The open world of Diablo 3 wasn't meant to be used. You're gonna catch me in some rifts, honestly. You guys can go. Well, we can alternate. You can open a rift. I'll open a rift. You guys can go look for enmities, and I'll tag in for the keys.
Sure thing, brother.
Even though we'll say how noticeably slower that will be because of load times and teleporting, but I'm not gonna be searching. You won't find me fucking searching for an enmity for keys. Fuck that. Yeah, I mean, it's patch notes. Pretty. I mean, we'll have to see how the PTR plays out. Notably, it does start on the same day as Avatar Azir.
That's so dumb. Why would they do that to themselves?
Because they don't care if people test this or not. Because
because it's final. They're not changing shit. Are we gonna be doing PTR instead of Avatar?
I'm gonna be that guy who says I'd rather play D3. Yeah, I am gonna be that guy. I think I'd rather play D3's PTR than Avatar Azir.
Fair enough.
I mostly want to play PTR at launch. I mean, I was gonna be up at that time anyway for the Azir launching. So if the PTR is gonna come up at around that same time, I might as well play the PTR first. Because there is some info I want from the PTR, which is Paragon still capped? Or if it's not capped, can we put our points in anything we want again? And are those uncapped to 200 again? Do enmities give the exact same rewards as before? How does the altar get acquired? And
We still have to get this Alpha hurting.
yeah, that's how does the altar get acquired? And how does Wizard feel? So I have Bazooka non-season. So those are kind of like things I want to get firsthand reported and not have to just watch somebody else or hear somebody else talk about it. I want to know those things myself. So I want to be up for those. But then after that, I guess, I mean, I don't think there's anything else here I really care to test. I guess if I had a Witch Doctor, I would like to see Jade. But I don't have a non-season Witch Doctor, and I don't know if I want to spend the time at Dank Meme re-rolling
Call him up.
all my gear.
Where is he? Rascal God.
Yeah. I mean, it is kind of notable to say that if your build does not utilize channeling or frenzied shrine, empowered or frenzied shrine, that the altar coming back is so little damage increase for you.
Yeah. 5%.
But if you do use empowered or frenzied shrine or both, to the moon you go.
It does. Yeah, it's quite a bit more. I don't know.
Also, if you're a build that can utilize cooldown ring, like again, if you can utilize everybody can utilize the damage ring, right? But
yeah.
If you can utilize the cooldown ring or the resource ring, you get way more out of it. And it's like the base power is like what made it appealing to everybody. Like is what made it the broad appeal. So cutting down the base power, I mean, I guess Rathma might kill the boss in like 6 seconds if it had the 50% boss damage. Like, it wouldn't need a stricken.
I think it still will.
Probably. Yeah, channeling frenzy damage circle. Boss go blit boom. Maybe. Yeah, boss probably do just go boom. See, I don't mind playing Rathma either. So, like, I'm cool playing Rathma too.
What about Bazooka?
Of course I'd want to play Bazooka, but I could play me some Rathma as well.
I just want to play ZDH.
Bazooka doesn't play the same as it used to too, because I have to like...
Yeah.
You don't get to do an Oculus Meteor. Because you do too... Oh no, we do too much damage, it's unfortunate. So you just have to rely on the RNG ring. Oh wait, wasn't that also a part of 27? Is that allowed you to get a ring guaranteed?
Yeah, use your storm armor.
Yeah, we don't have that now.
Well, we have the poverty
Yeah,
Aki.
yeah. But that is like three tiers worse of damage. Might have to figure out how to kill a mob again. Maybe
Use
actually
the
dropping a
impale.
meteor.
Use impale or Rothma.
I mean, yeah, fucking fast moving setup. Impale can't kill a mob.
Rothma could though.
No. Rothma AoEs the whole screen together. We can't do that.
Yeah, but you just have one little boy off to the back.
That doesn't work that way. You know how setups work.
Yeah.
There ain't no way. Nah, it just has to be a bazooka has to be able to drop the meteor. That or I mean, it really just has to be bazooka has to be able to drop the meteor.
And that would also stack your staff if you had your staff.
Because that was all the ethereal gave, right? Just the storm armor power. The weapon didn't actually give more damage. It was a perfect.
Ethereal, it was sanctified.
Sanctified was just a perfect weapon, right? When you rolled it, it just had that extra stat.
Yeah, it was primalized, which we still have primalized for the record.
Yeah. Yeah. So you just have to figure out a way to get your Oculus damage back. Which I mean, you can't rely on the purple ring, right? There's chances it won't be up. So, and you always had an Oculus up.
Yeah.
So you're missing for sure Oculus damage. You could basically just calculate it as you're missing Oculus damage. The altar does give you it's like 25% damage, but it's not anywhere close. I think if you got a purple ring with the altar, that you would be as strong as 27. Which is making me think that Crag is really weak too. After these changes. Or not Crag, but Nova. Makes me almost scared that Scythe might rear its head. I can hate Scythe. We can all agree, everybody played Diablo in the season, Scythe is the most anticlimactic build.
You just
fucking grass cutter, bro. Fucking grass cutting necro, dude. Like, why? Why is that a thing? Why I play Rollins? Anyway, I mean, gone over it enough for now. I think that's pretty good. I'm excited to see PTR.